Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the city of Amida, where the Roman forces crushed the attacking Armenians in a heroic victory. Only 4 of their units managed to escape, 4 of their cavalry units. There's always some cavalry that escape. But the Romans killed 1,469 of the Armenians at a loss of only less than 300 men. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this, of course, is Total War, Attila, the Eastern Roman Empire, and history. And in the last episode, we discussed Greek fire, and we have a lot more to say about that in this episode. Oh, look, there are allies. What are they doing? Nothing. That's a very small stack as well. You should understand that in this period, crude oil existed, and it was referred to as naphtha. There were some other ingredients that have been postulated may have been in Greek fire, and that includes sulfur, pine resin, that is the resin from pine and evergreen trees, quicklime, saltpeter, and bitumen. However, the exact composition we don't know, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Alright, Dalmatia is rebelling. Armenia, rebelling. We killed a rank 1 general. And Bahram, a rank 4 general. I'm not sure if that was the king. And a rank 1 general. And another rank 1 general. And a rank 4 general. We basically just kicked Persian butt. It has been said that the Roman army is a defensive army, and we proved that in the last episode. And Axum, sweet Axum, is gone. And Ravenna got typhoid fever from Constantinople. The Western Islands are reaching critical unrest. One of your subjects has recently become infatuated and wishes to marry his intended. She has a sharp tongue, which will lower his authority, but improve his personal influence. Oh, why not? Our current power level is at 55%. Not sure what that... Okay, so we've gone from respectable to balanced, which lowers our tax rate by 1%, which is a shame, but it does improve our public order by 1. It does, however, lower the loyalty of our generals by 1. Or wait, no. It actually increases the loyalty of our generals. It goes from +1 to +2. So we lose 1 integrity to all of our forces, which doesn't really matter because our forces have tons of integrity. Little Marcus is still 2. Hopefully he will survive. I think we're doing pretty well. Let's start assigning offices. Flavius, you can be Commander-in-Chief. Flavius, number 2. Master of Soldiers. Why can't you be Master of Horse? I don't know. You have more stars than Gaius Abutantes, or Abutianus. So if I give him Master of Foot, you're going to get pissed. Has not previously acclaimed sufficiently high office. Required influence. Maybe he doesn't have enough influence? I don't know. But he's a good general, and I don't want to piss him off by making this guy better. So we'll just put them as the same job. Vindonius Mus, you can be the other one. Caesarius, you can have that. Tudianus, nothing for you. That actually might... Well, no, it won't upset him because he has the same number of stars as these guys. Why can't you do it, Tudianus? You're 42. You don't have enough influence. Well, I guess I shouldn't worry about you overthrowing my empire then, most likely. Okay. A lot is going on. The kings of Axum have gained a level here in Nova Trajana, or Trajana Bostra. We'll give them better infantry. And they still don't have much in the way of cavalry, so better replenishment for right now. Alright. Those are our allies there in Dumatha. We still have our enemies floating around here, though. There they are. The Ethiopian separatists. Where the hell did you guys come from? Well, it doesn't matter. You're not going to last. In fact, you might have been what's left of Axum. Himyar apparently is neutral. I'd like to keep them that way. You know, we were able to defeat Mazun with just our garrisons here. And I think we can continue to do that. Let's upgrade the garrison there. Adulis is already upgraded. Which means Alia is being upgraded right now. Alright. So we're good here.
Ready for orders.
So you fellows are going to attack Hira. Let's go say hello to our friends in Dumatha, since they're just sitting around doing nothing. But we are replenishing, though we don't need to. So we'll get to Hira from the south, and then we'll have a coordinated attack on Ctesiphon, or Ctesiphon. The Mathematica Legion is also in good shape. How about better public order and better replenishment?
Ready for battle.
Alright, so are any of these guys... They are within striking distance of Edessa. Let's do some repairs. And, oh yes, we have to convert Nisibis, don't we? And there goes all of our money. Some repairs to Amida. And we have some undeveloped land. Well, we're not going to mess with that just yet.
At your command.
The Surreal Legion. Actually, well, we're doing pretty well. I was going to say we should recruit some ranged troops, but instead, how about some Comitatenses? We have to wait 2 turns for that, though.
Ready for orders.
You're full. Alright, so
What does Rome require of me?
the Surreal Legion is going to go to Edessa just for 1 turn to train and recruit another unit of Comitatenses.
Soldiering. It's a good life.
Meanwhile, the Mathematica Legion is going to retrain here in Nisibis. You know, we could send them out to crush some Persians, just for fun. They'll probably run away, though. Equites Dalmatae. Why is it orange? I'm just worried about that. I don't want to... I'd love to chase after these guys, but I don't want to lose these units. Well, they're just Equites Dalmatae. They're not even Promoti.
Attack for Rome.
We should have this. Decisive victory. Just the kind I like. Did we lose anything? I don't think that we did.
How can I serve the people of Rome? Waiting for orders.
I'd love it if these guys gained a level. That would certainly be nice.
To battle! At once.
Alright, we had our fun. Back to Nisibis.
Set up the watch. At your
We have to raise the public order. It looks like Arbela is well defended. I have made the determination that any city past Nisibis is going to get razed to the ground. So that would be Arbela and Ctesiphon and Hira. And then I suppose the Persians have some more area here. However, I don't want to overextend myself because we still have Armenia up here to deal with.
What does Rome require of me?
although this force of Armenians is not doing too well. In fact, our friends, the Aranese, are about to attack Armenia's last city of Patakaran. We own Tosp, although Tosp is a fiasco right now. And our friends, the Lazikans, took on the Armenian capital of Duin. So the Armenians are pretty much a spent force. I'm just sad that their cities have been taken by my enemies. Or not my enemies, but, you know, not me, not the Romans, but instead our allies.
Hunger for battle.
So we're actually going to move to Tosp. I think Amida can stand on its own for a bit.
What does Rome require?
And Tosp needs our help. The saviors of Rome. What can you fellows do for us? Nothing. It's wintertime. We're going to have you sit around. However, Flavia Felix needs to take out some rebels. And what are you guys? You're my allies. I'm not worried about you. We're not allies, but you're not my enemy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hunger for
Having a hard time constructing speech today.
battle.
And finally, the Ajax Legion. There's another rebellion brewing here, so let's just sit it out for one more turn. And then I think we'll be about ready to head off and conquer Corrales. Rufinus is getting
Ready for orders.
all manner of bad traits. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Well, he's still just a procrastinator. But frankly, I don't care much about Rufinus. In fact, I don't like the fact that he is my heir, frankly, and I wonder if there would be a way to transfer my heir to Marcus. I guess I can't because he is still a child. Probinus here is 67 years old, but he's our best general after Arcadius. He's already adopted, so I'm not entirely sure how I could adopt him a second time. Declare heir. Okay, so disinheriting an heir will have a drastic effect on their loyalty. His loyalty is 10 of 10. I wonder how much of an effect is a drastic effect. Sad we don't have an Imperial Master of Horse or Master of Foot. This whole politics system kind of sucks, honestly. Because it's not like the real Eastern Roman Empire would go years and years without having these offices filled. Just take a look at everyone. Bithynia is on the upswing. Egypt is happy but on the downswing. Macedonia is in very bad shape. We're working on that. What we need is a capital, which we cannot afford. We need 1,700. So next turn, remind me, folks, to build a capital. Because otherwise Macedonia is going to have a bad time. And then we'll upgrade Dyrrachium as well. And I'm also worried about our food situation. We're down to 165 because we're upgrading all these towns. So what we really need to do is worry about the islands here. We can upgrade our wheat mills, which I will do. Our sheep pens cannot be upgraded until we get land lease or long lease contracts. And that is not for a while. That is really not for a while. Wait, no. Do I have it already? Long lease contracts. Oh, there it is. Stupid me. So to get that, I just need this first, hereditary careers, and then this. But that'll take some time. Our research could be better. I need to get some more food. Maybe I can upgrade the wharf, or change it from a trade wharf to a fishing wharf. That might even be a better plan. So next turn, I gotta spend some money here too. Okay. Alright. So how was Greek fire used? Well, it was primarily used aboard ships. Byzantine dromons, the kind of ship we discussed 2 episodes ago, had siphons installed in them, primarily on the front of the ship, which is called the forecastle. But they occasionally were installed in other places of the ship as well. There are theories that Greek fire was kept in a pressurized, heated container. so it would spurt out when the siphon was opened. The men trained in the use of the Greek fire siphons were each trained on only one part of a larger complex piece of machinery, the idea being that no one man understood how the entire thing worked. Regardless of the training, the Greek fire apparatus was very, very difficult and dangerous to handle. What's interesting is that both Arab and Bulgarian forces captured Byzantine fire ships intact with the setup for the Greek fire system on them, and even large quantities of the substance itself, but they were never able to copy it or the siphon delivery method that it used. There are also reports of portable hand-siphoned Greek fire throwers called chirosiphones, or chirosiphones, and they were primarily used against siege engines and enemy walls. The use of them was documented in a book called the Tactica by Emperor Leo VI, also known as Leo the Wise. The usage of Greek fire continued through the 12th century. And what's going on here? We're being attacked by a ton of Western Roman separatists in Ajax. Well, we have plenty of defensive troops here, although they still think we're going to get... Where did you guys come from? Holy crap, we have Auxilia Palatina, we have Legios, so we're better, I guess. Well, not really, because we're spear troops. We have 2 units of Comitatenses, they'll be useful. Matiari? The hell is that? That must be a Western Roman unit that I'm not familiar with. Alright. You want a war, Western Roman separatists? I'll give you a war. The usage of Greek fire in the 12th century was confirmed in the writings of Anna Komnena, but no Greek fire was either used or mentioned in the sack of Constantinople during the Fourth Crusade in 1203, and its use was never mentioned again after that. It's speculated this might just be because the empire had grown so weak that it no longer commanded the territories which the raw materials of Greek fire were available to it. Alright, let's take a look here. If this were anyone else besides fellow Romans, I would say that we don't have any problem at all. But these are fellow Romans, so... We have some cavalry here. Looks like most of the troops are coming from the sea. I really want to get the most out of my towers here. But I don't want to leave a unit out stranded where it can get killed. It looks like the main entrance can be attacked from 3 directions. We definitely want to get our ships closer to port so they can land. It's probably best that... Hey, look at this! It's a cool little ruin here with the lighthouse. It's probably best that we just use our defensive skill to our advantage instead of trying to get creative and protecting the towers. Alright. This is kind of the... So they can come up here, they can come up here. Those are 2 entrances, and then there's this entrance which kind of leads to the town square, of which there is only 1 entrance, it looks like, from here. So we'll put the barricade there. Wow, this is a very interesting battle. These guys are just going to be here as a token force. I don't think they're going to come from that direction. Let's put 2 of them here. and another 2 of them here. We'll hit them right as they get on the upcline. Or incline. Upcline. What? Alright. General, just kind of sit here and make everyone happy by your presence. Our 1 unit of equites, I guess we'll have you... Let's have you hang out by this tower over here. Right now. Archers, since I suspect the majority of the enemies are going to be coming from this side, you'll go there. Alright. So, in conclusion, Greek fire led to amazing victories in the 7th through 11th centuries for the Eastern Roman and Byzantine empires. Oh, and I forgot to land my ships. That was dumb. Come on, land. Alright. But Greek fire was not a super weapon. It had limitations, such as short range, a very particular set of weather conditions in which it could be utilized effectively, and the technological advancements in countermeasures of the Byzantines' enemies, particularly the Muslims. So they marched some cavalry at us right away, but they aren't really doing anything. Still, they're kind of between us and where we want to be. Let's hit these guys from behind while they're running into our spearmen. This guy's morale's already down. One fascinating aspect, or at least I find it fascinating, about Greek fire is its prevalence in our popular culture, with the most notable example, I think, to many of you being the substance called wildfire in the book and TV series Game of Thrones, written by George R.R. Martin. But also, I think there's a band called Greek fire, and there's a number of movies in which a substance purporting to be Greek fire is used. And for people that even have a basic understanding of the Byzantine Empire, similar to, let's say, the cataphracts or the Varangian guards, it's just one of those symbols that everyone knows about. Alright, use the whip, guys, because we're having some trouble. Oh, too late. Too late. We've lost our marines. The few, the proud, I guess. It's okay, we just have to protect our inner area. Second wind. It lowers fatigue. That might be useful, I don't know. Their main forces are absolutely humongous, but they're not even anywhere close to us yet. However, ladies and gentlemen, and I know I always do this to you, but we are out of time. So this battle will continue in the next episode, and it will fall just in time for us to start talking about the Byzantine-Persian Wars, or the Eastern Roman, or the Roman. It's kind of the cusp between the Roman-Persian Wars and what's later referred to as the Byzantine-Persian Wars. But once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.